Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Today, what we're going to work on is we're going to work on creating decimals from fractions, or just basically creating decimals. So let's go ahead and get started. What I want you to bring your attention to first is this chart right here. This is a place value chart. Now, before when we've talked about place value charts, we've talked about ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Well, in this case, we have the ones, but instead of going over to the left to get to our tens, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go over to the right. And I'm going to introduce you to a new idea here. This is called a tenth right here. Notice that we have the word 10, but then we have the THS at the end, tenths. And then if we go over one more over, we no longer have hundreds, but we have hundredth. So we have hundredths. Big difference right there. So now, if I put in a number, let's just say I put a number in that looks like this. 0, 5, 6. This means that I would have 0 ones, 5 tenths, and 6 hundredths. So another way I could say it is this would be, the number is 56, and it's in the hundredths, so it would be 56 hundredths. Alright, let's try another one. This time, I'm going to say that I have a 3 right here, a 7 right here, and the 5 right here. This would tell me now, you could say a couple things. You could say that I have 375 hundredths, or you could say that I have 3 and 75 hundredths. Because we have our 3 right here in the ones place, and then we have our 75, and hundredths is the last one. Alright? Let's go ahead and take a look at one more thing. Something else that I want you to be able to do is I want you to be able to shade a figure like this based off of a decimal that I give you. So let's go ahead and start out. What if I gave you this decimal? 0.3. If I put this into my place value chart, let me change colors a little bit. If I put this in my place value chart, I would put my 0 right here. Here's my decimal point. Again, notice I have my decimal point right there. And then I put my 3 right here. So I would say that I have 3 tenths. Now, with that being said, take a look and see how many spaces I have on this chart right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and shade 3 of these tenths. So there I am shading 3 of those tenths right there. Pretty simple stuff right there. Alright, so that's what I expect us to be able to do. Again, just a reminder, we're working with decimals. Decimals have decimal points. Notice we have our place value chart, starting with the ones place right here. There's our decimal point, then going over to the tenths place and the hundredths place. And here I have 3 and 75 hundredths. Alright, thank you for checking in, and I'll talk to you.